Hey everyone, it's Kelly. Thanks for joining me. As you can see, this video is a little bit different than my normal video, but what I have for you today is I was given some products from scrapbook.com and the company Deflecto to try out and review. So that's the video that I have for you today. I was sent a Caddy and wheel cart base. It's an organizational and storage system from the company Deflecto. And it actually came at a perfect time because I'm getting ready to head to a crop tomorrow and I want to take some mixed media supplies with me. So I'm going to use these caddies to pack up all of my mixed media supplies and take with me. And I think it'll be a great opportunity for me to review these for you, given that I will be transporting them and using them at the crop. So what I plan on doing is putting you on the overhead and giving you a closer look at the storage system and then putting you on fast forward while I pack it up so you can see what supplies I can fit in here. And then I do plan on taking some photos while I'm at the crop so that way you can see functionally how they worked for me. And then I'll pop back on after my crop is over to give you a more specific and detailed review on how they worked as far as transporting them and using them while I was there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get you on the overhead and give you a closer look at these containers. All right, so I was sent 2 caddies and then also a wheel cart base. I just want to give you an overview of the containers that are included in the caddy. You do get a large container. They all have these snap top lids, which are nice, so then you don't have to worry about the products that you place in the containers falling out. And they do have a locking mechanism on the back of the containers that fit right down into the caddy, so that way the containers are nice and secure once you place them in there. So you get a large container. You also get a medium container. Again, it has the snap top lids and also the same locking mechanism, and you also get a small container. Now this caddy system is interlocking, so that way you can move it as one unit, which will come in really handy for me tomorrow when I'm going to my crop. So to do that, all you have to do is lift these 2 little levers on the side. You take the second caddy and it will fit on top of the first caddy. It'll fit into these little areas right here. So you'll feel it kind of settle in and you're ready to lock it in place. Once you're ready to lock it in place, there's this little hole right here in the top caddy that you'll just push the lever into and you'll hear it snap closed, and then you can move it as one unit. So that will be very, very handy tomorrow. The wheel cart base is also interlocking, so it has the same lever system. You just lift it up, set the caddy right on top, and then just snap it closed, and then it moves as one unit. And I think that that will be very, very handy. I'm excited to give these a go tomorrow at my crop. So I'm gonna put you on fast forward so that way you can watch me pack this up, and then I will pop back on here, like I said, tomorrow after my crop is over to give you a review on how they worked for me while I was at the crop. So here we go. Okay, so I'm back from my crop and I just wanted to hop on here and tell you what I thought about how this caddy system worked for me when I took it to the crop with me. So as far as ease of transportation, it was super easy to use. I really liked that the units snapped together. That way I could just carry it in as one unit. It made it super simple to carry it around. as far as using it during the crop. I also really liked how it came together. I tried to organize my supplies according to different types. So I put my paints all together and my gelatos and just different paintbrushes and things together. And when I was ready to use a certain type of product, I could just grab it straight out of the container. So what I ended up doing when I was ready to use my paints, for instance, is I would just pull the whole container out and set it on the table. Or when I was ready to use my brushes, I would pull my brushes out and just lay it on the table, pop the top open and just leave it open, and then I could just grab whatever I needed to use at that moment. So it made it super simple, kept everything organized, which is great. I typically am a messy crafter. So when I'm working at home, for instance, a lot of the times I will use a supply and then set it down, and then it takes me forever to find it sometimes because I do just repeat that process over and over again. So this made it super simple to keep things organized as well, because when I would finish using a paint, I would just drop it right back down into the container. And I found it really helpful to use these containers. So I am a fan for sure. These are something that I think I will reach to over and over again. I do plan on keeping my favorite supplies right next to me. Now my mixed media supplies are kind of scattered throughout the room. They're organized according to type. So my mists and my paints and my modeling pastes and things like that, they're all kept together, but they're kept in different areas in my room. So I think this will be really handy just to keep right underneath my desk with my favorite supplies. Since it does have that rolling cart base, that will make it really easy just to keep it tucked under my table. And when I'm ready to use those supplies, I will just roll the cart out and they will be right next to me. So I am a big fan. I do highly recommend these if you're looking for some new organizational supplies. These are definitely worth a look. So I will make sure to post the link in the description box below. I do want to thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll be back again soon. Bye.